Welcome. Hello. Welcome to this new day. Welcome to this new recording. Today, I feel like addressing a very specific topic for a change. Because during these last days, I felt that despite being in high frequencies, despite connecting truly more and more with my essence and fully embodying who I truly am, I felt that there is a part in me that loves still to fight for its limitations. And while that information is such that pattern, that belief, whatever you want to call it, exists still somewhat within me, I know, and it feels like that. Sometimes it feels like a fire, which I guess is a little bit of a judgment in itself, but that's what it feels like. And then there are the days where it's ready to let go of control, where it actually feels like, yes, what fun are limitations? They're not really fun, so why fighting for them? Why fight for them? And so, with that specific topic or that intention, I'd love to call in whoever is ready to give us some transmission, some information, some insights. And so with that, I'll take a few moments to connect and see what message they have for us. And thank you for being here. Thank you for receiving these messages. And if you like, feel free to comment, feel free to share with others. This is a brand new channel, so it's playtime. And if this resonates, these energies, then I'd be happy to support you in any way possible with these. And so thank you for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for receiving. It means a lot. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Isis, the ancient wisdom keeper, as some say, on the human plane. And I'm here to support and transmit these unique frequencies for you to essentially stop doubting your power. And as this vessel currently feels, I'm increasing the frequencies coming through, adjusting or letting this body adjust to the energies flowing through, which you are all ready to receive. So to answer the question, and the question really is, why do you have the habit of fighting for your beliefs? That's essentially what this is about. You're fighting for your beliefs. And yes, you could call them limitations, whatever words resonate most with you. But essentially that's what you do. You're fighting for your beliefs. And yes, especially the ones that limit you. And I'm not saying that there is anything wrong with having beliefs. What I am saying is that you've picked up beliefs in this lifetime and many others. That you are anything other than divine. That you are anything other than powerful. And yes, some say that these are external forces who want to control, who want to limit the possibilities of mankind, a power play which has been going on for many, many, many lifetimes. But now you see through all that. You see through all that. You really see through all that. And while you are on your journey of fully embodying, because you have remembered, and now you're on your journey to fully embody this divine essence of yours, this divine power of yours. And just to remind you, I'm not talking about power over anyone else, over any person, over any animals, nature, no. I'm talking about your internal motor, your internal light, your internal infinite energy supply that you never run out of, that you actually never need to recharge. It's always on. It's always on. And those limitations, those beliefs that you picked up, they were very valid at some point. They likely helped you to feel comfortable, to feel protected. But many of them were far from your truth. You picked them up in different experiences. And yes, those, from a human perspective, unfiltered years in your childhood, they're very influential. Very influential. And you were kind of copying the behavior from the people around you to find your own way, to find out what you like and what you don't like, to to find out what so-called works and doesn't work. And that is all perfect. But now you see through all those veils. And why is it, for some of you, for the majority of you, so difficult to let go of that, as Yansha called it, fight for our limitations? Well, from my perspective, there is one very clear answer to that. And that is that it would mean if you stop fighting for your limitations, that it would mean you did something wrong. All those years where you were busy fighting for your limitations would mean to your human mind that you then essentially did something wrong, if now those limitations are no longer valid. So it's a bit in the mind like a catch-22. It's like a loop, a mental loop, thought patterns. And since it is a loop, the easiest way for you to release this more and more and more, and you could release it right here, right now, is to change perspective, meaning to allow yourself to truly see it through the eyes of who you truly are. So let's do it together right now. No better timing than this, because this is for many of you an essential step on your path to total freedom and to fully embodying who you truly are. So I'd like to invite you to go on a little journey with me. And on this journey, you see how you walk and bare feet on a warm day across the sand. It feels a little bit like sand on the beach. You hear the ocean somewhere in the distance. And you keep on walking. You really enjoy this connection with the sand, your feet. You feel grounded. You feel held. And you keep on walking. And you see a beautiful pyramid right in front of you. You can hardly believe it because you hear the ocean in the background. But this is your personal pyramid. Perfect in your imagination and uniquely made just for you. Because yes, you are that powerful. And you realize as you come closer that this pyramid is actually constructed of crystals, not stone, crystals. It's shining so brightly, you're mesmerized, and you know that it's your pyramid. You just know, you feel it. And so you get closer and closer and closer. And you're curious now. If you haven't been before, you are now. And as you get closer, there is this magical door appearing, and you walk right through into the center of this magical crystal structure, which in the inside looks like the most magical room you could ever envision. It's got everything in it that you desire. Comfortable, beautiful seating arrangements. Lots of toys in a corner. A very big corner actually, which looks like a huge playground area. Maybe that's where you spend your time when you were little. And you even see a super fancy bathtub, which kind of makes you smile, seeing it all in that one big room. Like a funny combination, and yet everything looking so perfect and spotless and needed at some point in time in your life. And this is why this is reflected in this room and whatever else you envision for yourself. You discovered now in this room while you walk over to the seating arrangement, and whatever is most comfortable to you, you see right in front of your eyes. Whether it is a couch, whether it is a beautiful bed, some cushions on the floor, wonderful carpet, whatever it is perfect. And as you sit down, you realize that you're now right in the center of this room. And in the middle of this arrangement is a huge golden bowl, mesmerizing in color. And as you're now getting comfortable, sitting down or laying down, you realize that while you have been focusing on all the beautiful things in this room, you realize due to that crystal structure, you can see straight through the walls. You can still hear the ocean in the background. You can nearly see it. It's mesmerizing. So as you get comfortable and close your eyes, you take a few deep breaths. You are calling in any additional support and guidance that you might require, would like to have around you, in addition to all the magical beings that are already with you in your beautiful crystal pyramid. And yes, I'm around too. Always here, always holding you. And whatever kind of sensations you might feel in your body are fine. And with that amazing support that you have, you allow yourself to drift back to those memories. The memories, your very first memory, of when you were arguing with yourself about how stupid you are, about how afraid you are, about how unloved you are, about how unseen you are. Whatever your experience was, you go there now. And while you now feel into that experience, maybe see images, perceive, feel people around you, or whatever the situation was. We'd like to invite you to ask that version of you to come and sit with you in this beautiful crystal pyramid. And whatever sensations might come up for you or for that experience of you that you had, whether that version of you feels hesitant or scared, it's all welcome here, and it's so safe here to be expressed and to be loved, for that was an experience that is not defining your true self. That experience that made you argue, that didn't feel good, where you thought like, hey, maybe I really don't belong here. Those feelings, whatever it might be for you, that was just an example. That was serving you back then. But now, You know that you belong. I mean, look at you sitting in this magical pyramid, anchored in your divine essence. You always belonged, our friend. You've always been worthy, that's why you are here. You always have been deserving. That's why you were born. You're born deserving. You're born worthy. And you know that's why you chose to sit down here and to come into the pyramid. That this thought loop of fighting for those senses, for those experiences that made you for quite a while feel like that's me, and you identified with them, they don't feel true anymore. And that's why you are and have been identifying it as maybe limiting beliefs or whatever words you want to call them, thought patterns. And you know they're no longer serving you. You know that you're now at a point where they're holding you back. So it's time now. Now is the time. And you need to let go of this in order to move to higher frequencies, in order to fully embody everything that you truly are. They are no longer serving you. They are limiting you. And you know that, and you feel that in your whole bones, in your whole body, in your whole system. And with that beautiful, beautiful younger version of you sitting close to you, whatever the case might be, maybe right next to you, or maybe in your lap, or maybe lying next to you, having its head in your lap, whatever the case might be, it's all safe. And it had its place for those arguments. But now you see it for what it truly was, and you see it that that is not your essence. It's no longer aligned. So with that younger version of you, you're now both invited to thank and appreciate that experience for whatever it has been serving you, helping you become who you are, and now helping you to truly become who you are by releasing it into the magical golden bowl right in front of you. And I now give you a few moments to do exactly that, to release any kind of thoughts that you might have been saying to yourself, maybe even throughout your many releases that you have experienced over these last month, years, where sometimes You felt it's really tiring, it's overwhelming. All that are part of that. Let's call it fight for now. And all of them are ready to go now. They are not your truth. They have been like layers of clothes that you have put on. And now it's time to take them off. You no longer need them. You no longer need to hide. You can be your authentic self. You are your authentic self. So I give you a few moments now to put all those thoughts, whatever they might be, however old or recent they might be, into that beautiful golden bowl in front of you. While we're here, embracing you all with love, your spiritual team is growing in numbers, watching you, being amazed how brave you are. Why are you doing this? And now it feels very much complete. You've put all your major thoughts into the big ball and they're all linked, so kind of intertwined anyway, and they follow like tiny little bolts of threads into the bowl, ready to be released and recycled in your light. And you see, you look up for a moment and you see the sunbeam, quite a big one actually, from the top part of the pyramid, being multiplied as soon as the sunbeam hits the crystals into all these different facets, magnetized and multiplied in strength and in power. And it fully fills up the whole golden bowl with light. And while you feel the power of that light, you feel how you're being lifted, how as these thoughts now merge with the light, those old patterns, they're gone. You can already sense the relief now. You can sense a certain lightness, wherever it might be in your body. But you can feel it. You can feel the light and the lightness of this magical experience. And it feels so easy because now what you just did, you didn't identify with those thoughts anymore. And now you let them go. They're gone now. All those thought threads are gone now. They're gone for good. And you see them uprising, rising towards the top of the pyramid. Twisting, turning, dancing with the sunbeams, going up, going up, going up, going up. And you see them merging into the sun. And you feel your sun in your heart glowing even stronger than ever before. You feel it glowing, and that younger version of you now sits up and looks at you with big eyes and is just mesmerized by this experience. Purely mesmerized and purely enjoy. Both of you are. For now, you get to play. Now you get to do whatever you want to do. Now you're free. You're free. You can fully express yourself now. You can fully unfold and expand all your creativity, all your desires, because you know and you feel now. Oh, you feel it really deep that you are. That you are. The most deserving person, being, whatever you want to call it, on this planet. And I'm not using the superlative for you to be more worthy and more deserving than anyone else. We're using it because you're part of Source, because you're part of all that is. That's why. We invite you to ingrain this into your system. You are as deserving as anyone else. You are as worthy as anyone else. You're so worthy. You're so worthy. You're so loved. You're so loved. And here you belong. And here you trust. Here you trust. Because you know who you truly are. You know the divine being that you are. You know the angel that you are. You know, you feel it. You feel it deep down. And while you feel into this peace and into this deep knowing, which is being imprinted even deeper into your system now, you can sense this younger version of you next to you, tapping you on your leg, saying, "Hey, let's go and play. Did you see those games over there? Let's go and play." And so off you go. And play. And you can stay in this pyramid and play for as long as you like. And you can always come back to this beautiful spot, your personal, magical, powerful crystal pyramid. We have the deepest reverence for you, for what you have just done, for what you have been ready for to let go of once and for all, for your courage to embody your truth, to embody your infinite power to the fullest. And with that, we are complete for today.